Golden rule number one, you've got to nail the fit. To start with, pay attention to the shoulder point. This is where the shirt's sleeve is sewn to the shoulder. Now this point should meet at the end of your shoulder bone, give or take an inch. If you find that shoulder point going down your arm, the shirt is too large in the shoulders. Next up, we have the fit of the shirt's torso. In general, you want to have about 1 to 2.5 inches of excess material in the chest and in the stomach area. Now, how much material depends on your body build and size. If you're 5'4" and in amazing shape, then yeah, 3/4 of an inch to just over 1 inch of excess material on the shirt in that torso area is going to look amazing. But if you're a heavier set guy, you're 6'4", 300 pounds, yeah, you're probably going to want to have at least 2.5 to maybe even 3 inches of excess material in the shirt torso. Next up, sleeve length. Your sleeve in general should cover 1/3 of your bicep, but pay attention to the sleeve width, especially if you're a thinner guy. What you don't want to have is tons of excess material there. And let's not forget about shirt length. If you're average in height, 5'9", 2 to 3 inches is perfect. If you're a little bit shorter, 5'5", 2 inches, 1 3/4 inches, fine. If you're 6'5", 3 to 4 inches past the waistline is more like it. And the ultimate test to find out if your t-shirt's too short, raise up your arms. You shouldn't expose any of your midsection when you do that. In today's video, gents, we're talking about the golden rules to looking great in a t-shirt. Today's video, gents, is sponsored by my friends over at Gaiter. And gents, I think it's safe to say the rules right now when it comes to face masks are confusing. Although some places don't require them anymore, many places still do. So if you're traveling, out exercising, simply running errands around town, wouldn't it be nice to have a mask that's available whenever you need it? Well, gents, that's the genius of Gaiter. So the guys over at Gaiter took the functional neck gaiter and combined it with a 4-layer mask. Now this is what it looks like on the inside of the neck gaiter. Notice we've got this white pouch. So this reusable filter that they send you fits right inside and gives you 4 layers of protection. What I love about the Gaiter is that it stays in place. It has an adjustable nose piece, it fits perfectly on the face, and it does a great job staying in place when you're active. And gents, I'm here to tell you where this tool really excels is outdoor activities. And of course, when you're not using it as a mask, you can use it as a simple neck gaiter to protect your neck from the elements. We're talking the sun, wind, rain, dust. And one thing I want to point out is this company is always looking to get better. So they listen to you guys when you guys suggested improvements such as, okay, can you hide those little white buttons right here? Guess what? They did it on this newest version. They also some of you guys wanted some more colors besides gray. Well, they came out with this blue. Finally, gents, and I mentioned their price is incredible. Seriously, check out the link down in the description of today's video. I'm getting you the best deal on the web. I know these guys, I love the product, and I know a lot of you guys want something that you can take with you when you're traveling, when you're outdoors. I know I'm gonna be traveling through national parks this summer. I'm gonna be going around with my family, and I'll be wearing a gaiter on my neck because it provides protection and it gets the job done, whether I'm using it as a mask, whether I'm just simply using it as a gaiter. Again, gents, use that link down in the description of today's video to get the best deal on the web over at Gaiter. Golden rule number 2, no matter how much you spend on that t-shirt, it is still a casual garment. Yeah, there are designer t-shirts out there that cost $200, $300, $400, $500. Understand though, no matter how much you spend on a garment, it doesn't level up its formality. T-shirts are casual. So when you're invited to an event with a dress code, when they ask you to dress up because everyone else is going to be stepping up their game, understand that's not a time that you want to be wearing your t-shirt. The next golden rule, in general, default to t-shirts in solid colors. Whites, blacks, grays, all of those are solid options. Now, what about graphic tees? What about t-shirts designed by designers that have really big logos on them? Well, unless you're getting paid to wear that company's logo, I would say, that's not going to be one of your foundation t-shirts. The t-shirts that you're going to get the most wear out of, the t-shirts that are going to complement your look best on most men are going to be solid t-shirts in usually, I think, a darker color or white. The next golden rule, think about versatility. Think about your interchangeable wardrobe. So there's a reason why I said white, black, gray. I like gray. Gray's a non-color. Gray is going to work with any type of jeans. It's going to work with a variety of jackets I could throw onto this. It really is just something that's going to match pretty much anything. When you buy a t-shirt, you want to get miles out of it. The most expensive clothing you're ever going to own is the clothing you do not wear. So buy a t-shirt that you're going to get your miles out of, that you are going to wear, and all of a sudden, yeah, eventually you'll get stained, you'll get dirty, you'll get holes in it, and that's when you throw it out. Don't wear, and that could probably be a next golden rule, don't ever wear a t-shirt that has stains on it. Don't ever wear a t-shirt that has holes. Maybe you can wear it around the house to do work around the house, but if you're going to wear something out do not wear anything dirty, especially with a t-shirt. It's just something, there's not enough area to hide it. Even, yes, it may be on the back and you throw a jacket on, but you know what's going to happen. You're going to take that jacket off and it's just going to look ratty. It's not going to look good. The next golden rule is pay attention to the material. Now, 100% cotton is always a safe bet, but you're going to see some other different materials out there like elastane, a little bit of spandex. You're going to occasionally see bamboo. What about this new merino wool that we see out there? All of those are great options. Usually with the thicker, heavier fabrics, especially bamboo, you're going to see a really nice drape that is going to oftentimes resist wrinkling. Cotton, you may have to steam a shirt. You definitely probably want to run it through the washer and then the dryer to get it shrink back to its original size. Wools, you won't have to do that as much, and you want to be very careful with those drying because you don't want them to shrink too much. Point being is understand the material and the great things that come with it. I really do like bamboo. I think cotton with a little bit of an elastic is perfectly fine. That elastic is going to help it keep its shape and look good for years to come. That being said, I'm going to say this again, no stains on your t-shirt unless it's a tie-dye. Now, this next golden rule you just can't break: don't wear an undershirt thinking it's a t-shirt. Now, this can be confusing as technically 100 years ago, all t-shirts were undershirts. That being said, nowadays there are distinct differences. Undershirts are going to be made from thinner materials, are going to fit closer to the body, and if they do have a v-neck, sometimes they're going to have a very deep v-neck. T-shirts, on the other hand, are going to come in a wide variety of necks, crew necks, v-necks, but that v-neck should never go too deep, and the material that they're made from is going to be thicker. In addition, t-shirts should be a tad looser on the body. Now, for the next golden rule, let's talk collars. So crew necks are nice. V-necks are where it's at. Deep V-necks you want to avoid. Again, unless in an undershirt. Seriously, the V-neck, what it does is accentuate the chest. And on the right guy, you've got a nice build, a V-neck is going to make you look amazing. The next golden rule, gents, t-shirts look best when you layer other items on top. Seriously, I get it. You're a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy. You want to keep it casual. You want to keep it comfortable. But guys, simply throw a jacket on top and all of a sudden you've got, I think, a much better look. Now, to highlight this point, I've got a quick story. I was at a conference with a buddy, internet marketing, and this dude is incredibly smart. He's also a bodybuilder. So he wore close-fitted clothing, a t-shirt that was kind of just showing off his build. And he was proud about all the time he put into the gym. But here's the thing. He was there to network and to try to sell his services. And he felt that actually the clothing he wore, we talked about it, was holding him back because people were actually asking him fitness questions. He's like, I'm not here to talk fitness. I'm here to talk internet marketing and paid traffic. And we were getting off subject and people thought he was a fitness guy and they were making an impression. I'm not saying that you should, if you've got a great body, show it off. But I am saying, understand that people make a split-second decision about what they see. And you want to make sure that you're sending the right message. When you layer up, cover a little bit more skin, all of a sudden, I still think you could look the part, you could be comfortable, and you don't always have to wear a t-shirt, even if you feel that just wearing a t-shirt is more comfortable. And I get it, it's warm outside, but you got options. Unlined jackets, shirt jackets, lightweight jackets, again, that work with the t-shirt and I think give a more polished look. All right, Jen, so what video to watch next? How about how to tailor your t-shirt to fit perfectly. Guys, you've got t-shirts in your wardrobe. They look good. You've spent money on them, but they're just a little bit too loose, a little bit too big. In this video right here, I break it out, a simple tutorial, how to adjust your t-shirts to fit better.